What's up, G? You good? So actually, before starting to code, before we start with this code with me session, I actually wanted to talk about something pretty interesting that I've come to believe lately. So the concept is pretty straightforward. So I actually made a post earlier, and the post went somewhat like this. The post went somewhat like, doing things regardless of how you feel is very important. So I don't know how many of you guys saw this, but yeah, it has like about 6 likes right now. But that was 2 hours ago. I actually posted this whilst I was at gym. So yeah, I was still at gym at the time when I actually made this post. And this concept, I found it very interesting because a lot of times actually as people, we tend to be governed by our own emotions. So we do things when we feel like doing something. So if I wake up one morning and I decide, okay, you know what, I feel pretty sick today, so I'm not going to do anything. So yeah, I'm not going to do anything, right? But if I just wake up feeling sick and I'm just like, okay, you know what, regardless of how I'm feeling, I'm still going to go to gym. So this concept is actually something that I learned from a very interesting, very controversial person. Some of you might like him, some of you might hate him. So his name is actually Andrew Tate, but yeah, we're not about to talk about the other side. I just wanted to talk about this because yeah, it was very interesting because I woke up this morning actually. I did not want to go to gym firstly, but I had to fetch my license. But because of telling myself, okay, you know what, because I'm fetching my license, might as well just pass by gym, even if it's like 5 minutes, doesn't matter, right? So what I ended up deciding to do was I actually ended up going to gym, and when I got there, actually, I was like, you know what, let me just work out for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes was over, I just told myself, you know what, let me just push it on for like an extra minute or so. Pushed on for an extra minute. After a bit of time, let's just say about 10 minutes or so, I was already in it, and there was no way of me getting out because it was more like a thing of like, okay, you know what, Crichton, you need to still do your legs or whatever. So after doing all of that, there was no going back. So I still just continued and did what I had to do. And yeah, which is very interesting because like I didn't feel like going to the gym, but by the time I already got there, I was like, oh, screw this. I've already wasted so much fuel coming here. So might as well just get over it, and just do it. And funny thing is, after like going over, because like what you'll tend to realize is that there's actually like stages to how you feel. So initially it's I don't want to do it, and then there's that point where your brain literally just says, no, I literally do not want to do this at all. I just don't want to do this. Let's stop. What are we doing? This is dumb. This is stupid. But at a certain point, after you've gone through all of those feelings of I don't want to do this, let's just screw this, whatever, right? After you've gone through all of those feelings, you just get to this flow state where actually how you felt doesn't matter anymore. It's like, you know what? Because I don't feel like doing it anymore, it doesn't matter. Screw it. I've already done it anyways. So yeah, I actually found that very, very interesting. And yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys that simple trick is to just how you feel, just take those feelings of how you feel and just put them aside and actually just do what you need to do. And in no time, you'll actually just achieve what you want to do, right? So yeah, it's a little trick for you. But a lot of people actually disagree and be like, oh, I know how you feel matters, blah, 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 blah. I can't do something if I don't feel like doing it, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, like, you gotta do it, right? But the number one thing that you can do actually is just to do certain things and do certain things that make it easy for you to do something. For instance, one thing I tend to do sometimes is that if I know in the morning I might not feel like going to the gym or whatever, I'll just basically prepare my gym bag and everything like the night before. So I know that tomorrow morning, regardless of if I want to do it or not, I already have my gym bag prepared. So I have to do it at that point, right? So yeah, so like because of that, like you have no choice. You're already there, you've already prepared your bag. So if you take your bag in the morning with you, put it in the boot or whatever, and you go wherever you want to go, even if it's like gym in the morning. If you're going to gym in the morning, just take your bag. If you're telling yourself, I don't want to do it today, just take your bag with you. You'll see what happens. And then just go to the parking lot of that gym. Once you're there, odds are you're just going to walk in and just do those 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour sessions and get the hell out of there. You'll be mad, of course, but by the time you're done with it, you'll be that much prouder of yourself. So yeah, that's just a little talk of the day, I guess you could call it. Yeah, so yeah. Kolani, thanks for the compliment, man. I appreciate it. But I guess we're all hardworking, right? We're all hardworking. We all gotta do it at some point, right? So yeah, man. I hope you're also gonna be doing something. The session starts in about 10 minutes, so I hope you're also working on something. You have a project you're working on. That's the main reason why I'm actually doing this, because I actually did not feel like streaming today. But I just felt like by just creating the stream, coming to stream, it's gonna hold me accountable. So I'll have no choice but to actually do it, and actually work on what I actually want to work on. You know, it's a Saturday. There's a lot of things I could be doing. I could actually just be chilling and watching some TV, watching a bit of YouTube, watching a bit of that. But I just felt like having a stream and just doing a bit of work at the same time, because at the end of the day, I've been wanting to show up for my YouTube channel, you know. Surprisingly, actually, I have like a 1,000 subscribers, which is very interesting. But yeah, I just want to show up and do what needs to be done, and if it means doing these streams to show up and do some work, then so be it. Yeah. Big up, man. Hey, Big Meal. You good, man? I hope you have your laptop ready. I hope you have it ready. You know? About to get some code going. What would be interesting is if everybody just maybe wrote a quick draft or description of what they're actually going to be doing within the next 3 hours. That'll be really cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna add how long this session is gonna be going on for. So feel free, guys, to just work on what you're working on. If time is if after like an hour or two, you still feel like just you feel like time is up for you, that's okay as well. At the end of the day, you know, the point is to just having had done that little bit of work towards that one project that you've been wanting to work on. So yeah, as long as you've showed up for that, that's what matters. GeForce, man, your load shedding is out of sync with my schedule. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. I also had load shedding yesterday, so I actually had to, with the load shedding I had yesterday, I actually couldn't stream, but because it was dark and everything, so I didn't stream. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna be able to see anything. But I think I will be streaming sometimes, even during load shedding. But the time that I'm thinking of working on is around about the time of 8 p.m. to like 10, 11 at night. So I hope that schedule will be okay, but we'll figure something out. Sorry about that, man. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's fantastic. Some Node.js and cloud computing. Awesome stuff, man. Hey, Big Meal. I just read your message, man. One thing I want to tell you, man, is that one thing I want you to know, man, is that majority of the time, man, nothing that is like worth learning comes easy. You know? Nothing. So G-Force put it nicely. He's like, the mind is your biggest enemy. That's true. But one thing you have to realize, man, is that nothing that's hard or that is worth learning comes easy. You have to work for certain things that are very difficult, you know? So you have to be willing to just put aside the fact that something is difficult. Most of these things, actually, it's like a graph, man. It's like a graph. Initially, starting to take off is the hardest part. You know, when an airplane takes off as well, or when a rocket takes off, the biggest amount of fuel is spent literally at launch. Those first few meters when it's going up is where the biggest energy, the biggest difficulty is being faced. Once you get to a certain point, at a high enough altitude, it becomes easy. You just flow from there, you know? So don't think about giving up. You can't give up. It's too late for you to give up, man. You've already started. So why not just see your hard work that you've put so far come through, and you just see all of that pay off, you know? So you can't quit now, man. You really can't quit now. Don't do it. Just work for it, and eventually, man, it'll pay off, you know? You're learning HTML and CSS. That's a good start. It's a good place to start, especially if you want to be like some web developer or something like that. Eventually, you'll just see things just start to make sense. Everything will just come together, and you'll get it together, man. What you can do for me is that for the next 1 to 2 to 3 hours, just do whatever, man. Just do whatever, you know? Just write a few lines of code. Doesn't matter what it is. Just write something. Think of a website that you want to build. Learn somewhere. Get a teacher. I know, like, usually it's difficult because for some people, they don't have a teacher. They're learning on YouTube and all these things. So you don't really have somebody to be there to be like, hey, listen, this is how this makes sense. That's how that makes sense, and all these things. But eventually, man, it'll all make sense. So for now, all I can tell you, man, is that just show up and do what's necessary. How you feel doesn't matter. The fact that you'll feel like quitting does not matter. Just do what needs to be done. And you know what? So if you want to quit, can you just do me this favor of working on this thing, a project, whatever it is, build your own personal website, your own personal portfolio. I saw you like into music and stuff, so build a website, upload your music on there, put the links to a YouTube channel, put everything on there, and come back after like 2 to 3 months. And if you want to quit after 2 to 3 months, after build me at least 5 websites. If you build 5 websites for me, and then you come back to me after 5 months and you still want to quit, then I'll allow you to quit. But for now, you can't quit. You're not allowed to quit. That's not even a word for us. That word is out of our vocab. So from now on, build me 5 websites, good websites, but these are good websites, right? And then outside of that, I want you to build at least 30 websites for the next 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. I just want to see you building websites only and only learning. That's it. After that, I want you to also dedicate at least 2 hours a day to creating websites. That's just creating, not learning, creating, okay? And then after that, man, if you still feel like quitting after that, then go ahead, man. That's fine with me. You can quit. So guys, it's 2 o'clock now. So let's just get the work going, okay? And I'm not sure if y'all are fans for like lo-fi and stuff, but if you guys prefer lo-fi, maybe you can tell me. You can just comment that you want the music. If not, we can just do it silently and stuff. So just let me know. What? Oh, I hope that did not stop my Wi-Fi, but yeah. So I do have backup power here. So I'm actually just gonna code for now. What's up, guys? I'm hoping my stream is not. I'm hoping my stream didn't get cut, but if it did, oh. So welcome to South Africa, guys. Welcome to South Africa. I would assume, due to load shedding, that internet speeds actually become faster under load shedding compared to when there's no load shedding. Just a thought. You know what every programmer needs? A Herman Miller chair. For that back. Oh yeah, a chair, a chair. It's it's this brand called Herman Miller. I'm pretty sure the chair's probably like over 20 grand or something like that in South Africa, because in dollars it's like $2,000 or something like that. Pretty pricey chair, but yeah. What's this event? That's my question. GeForce, you don't have load shedding, man. Nice. Mr. Bayman. Um, what's this? We're actually coding right now, actually. Oh yeah, jeez. I realize how that's confusing. To somebody who just tuned in, it'll be very distracting because they're wondering what the heck is this nigga doing. But let me just do this because we're actually working right now. I'm actually working. Da 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 da. My man was so confused. He's like, why is this guy not saying anything? I'm actually working. Let me do this, man. Jeez. Let's do this, brother, man. I hope that's much better for you, man. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. 13 skateboards. No, I just graduated actually. So I did have a job while studying. But wouldn't advise it, man. Not gonna lie. Masia, how are you, man? Yeah. Okay, guys. Let's get some work going, guys. Let's get some work going, man. Let's write some bit of code. Well, my laptop is about to run out of power, so I kind of need to plug it into a different source now for electricity. So let me just get my plug, guys. Oh. Shit. Leg day will kill us all, guys. Leg day will kill us all. Not gonna lie. Leg day will kill us all. I have load shedding, guys, so understand why I'm doing all of this, and my MacBook is about to die too. Wouldn't advise streaming whilst you have low power, because this software called OBS, it actually eats your electricity, so yeah, I wouldn't advise it at all. So let's see. Good. My computer's charging. Now I need to charge my other laptop. What qualification did I get? I got some qualification called Computer and Information Science in specializing in application development. Shit. Hope I didn't break shit. Okay. So I need to plug this one in. But I'm not sure how, because there's a bit of a distance from this computer to the plug. Shit. Before my stream dies. Okay, guys. Oh shit. Okay, guys. You know what we're gonna do? That's how we're gonna stream now, because my extension cord that I have, it's actually a little bit shorter than I actually thought it was. So we're gonna be running the stream from here. Those that thought the stream was coming to an end, I'm sorry, fellas. We're still gonna work, guys. You know, the stream is not coming to an end anytime soon. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's get the code going. We have power in this laptop here, and we have power on my main laptop, so work is not gonna stop anytime soon. Ayo, how did you get a job before graduation? Well, simple answer to that is always do your internships, man. Do your internships before you graduate. If you didn't watch my previous stream, 13 skateboards. On my previous stream, we actually had a conversation. I actually had a conversation about this, where I was telling people that I highly advise that they actually get an internship before graduating. It's very, very important. At least get an internship like a year out or 2 years away from graduating, because once you do graduate, you'll automatically have a job. So that's how I got a job before graduating. That's by doing an internship. So yeah. 13 skateboards, man. Nice to meet you though. Let's get this code going, guys. Your internship as a first year comp sci student. Yeah, 100%. Number one tip that I can give you is that just tell yourself, give yourself roughly 3 months. And with those 3 months, what you should do is you should build a lot of projects, right, for your profile. So okay, so firstly, let's just do this. Firstly, just build a website and your personal website, and upload whatever projects you're working on there, whatever projects you've completed on there, and then create a LinkedIn with your information, etc., everything, right? And then link to your website as well on top of that, and then just create a profile that says open to work, and then upload your resume on there, and then apply to a lot of different internships. And on your CV, the number one thing you must always do is showcase all of the projects you've worked on, especially the most important ones. Preferably they should all be CRUD applications. If you don't know what CRUD applications is, that's create, read, update, delete. So that's basically a full-on application with the back end, the database, etc. That's very important to make sure that to employers you understand how that works. So create CRUD applications. Don't do your basic to-do lists and stuff. That's already out there. A lot of people are doing that. Create something unique, something interesting. An e-commerce website, that's more interesting than a to-do list. So build projects that are very interesting. Share your knowledge about what you're working on Twitter. That makes you way more appealing as well. That shows dedication, it shows interest in what you do. And right after that, I'd say then you can start sending out your CVs, and send out your CV to anywhere, it doesn't matter. So targets mainly entry level and internships and junior level positions. Those three are where you are most likely to get in, either entry level, junior, or internships. So just go on LinkedIn, Indeed, PNet, wherever. Start sending out applications. Your resume, fill it up with a lot of projects you've worked on, and also fill it up with interesting things you've done before, so previous work experiences and stuff. You're still in your first year, so chances are they're not expecting much from you, but they're going to teach you everything you need to learn. So most companies are willing to teach people how to work within their company. So they're probably going to want you to work for their company as soon as you have the skills you need. So just do that and you should be fine. There's more that I can talk about, but for the most part, you should be fine with all of that. Pleasure, man. Actually, now that I'm actually programming this, it's around about the time where I'm actually wishing I actually was sharing my screen whilst programming all of this. But luckily, I actually have a webcam, so I will be using my webcam next time. So I'll have it plugged into this computer, and I'll be programming and streaming from this very computer. So yeah, so that should be exciting next time. Because I'm programming right now, and it'll be very interesting to actually talk about what I'm doing and stuff. So what I'm doing right now actually is testing some API that I'm working on, because I'd actually programmed the API, but I had not tested it properly. But now that I'm actually testing how it works, I'm slowly realizing that it actually does not accomplish what I wanted to do, and it's actually a little buggy. But yeah, but with a little bit of fixing, I'm pretty sure I can just get it up and running. But what I hate about these things is that you find that you are trying to do something and a little bit of tinkering, and it takes you a whole 30 to 40 minutes or even an hour to do something very simple sometimes. But it's okay. You think Udemy certificates could also help my CV? That's a tough one. I'd say it's more valuable to understand what the course offers more than just getting the certification, because if I tell you that so Udemy certificates could help you with your CV, you can 100% go on a course, not understand anything. Let's say it's a Java course or whatever. You do the whole course and you spend the 40 hours doing this one course, and then you get your certificate, but you don't understand anything, and you go ahead and put that in your resume and be like, oh, programming languages have done Java, and then you go ahead and say, oh, for this I did this Udemy courses. You put Udemy Java course, and then you say this course is about that and that and that and that. That doesn't really help much, right? But what would help you more is if from what you take from that course is you apply those learnings into building your own personal project, and then after you do that, you basically after you've built that project and you put that project in your CV. That's more appealing than just saying I have a Udemy certificate, So I'd say yes, it does help you a little bit, but it doesn't really help much if you don't understand what goes on in that course. So you should aim at, if it takes you understanding Java to watch that course twice, then yeah, go ahead and watch the course twice. That's fine. As long as you understand it properly and completely, that's what counts more. And then build a project from what you just learned. Close the Udemy course. Don't. So there's this thing called tutorial hell. Tutorial hell is when you are stuck at just learning without applying. What's important is to apply what you learn. Apply. I was once in tutorial hell, and trust me, it's not nice. But now I can just sit at a computer and know what I need to do and just Google, research everywhere if I don't understand anything. Like right now, I have to Google my problem in order to understand it. So yeah, so Udemy certificates, yes, good, It's good to get the course, but I don't care. You don't really care much about the certificate. You want to care about the course, unless you go to Udemy to learn about AWS certification, and then you go get the AWS certification. That matters more than just the Udemy certification. I'm not sure if you get my point, but learn more than you just learn more and apply what you just learned, and don't care about the certificates. It doesn't really matter. I have like 10 different courses with Udemy certificates, and I don't even put the Udemy certificates in my resume. I don't put them at all. I literally just put like projects that I've worked on in the past, what I did, my degree. That's it, pretty much. That's all you need. You don't need to put the Udemy certificate. Yes, 100%. So just yes, a certificate and proof of knowledge with using projects would be best for a CV. 100%. 100%. I think that's way much better than just saying you have a certificate. Show proof of knowledge using projects. That's much better. Absolutely. Quick question, 13 skateboards. Are you working on something, man? Work on something. Are you working on something? How many people are still present? That's what I'm wondering. How many of you guys are still here with me? I'm wondering how many of you guys are still here. I'd love to assume that everybody's working. That's why everybody's silent. But yeah, so for 13 skateboards, if you guys have any questions, just post all your questions on the chat, and during our break times I'll actually just answer all of you guys' questions. So just post all of them on the chat, write any questions you have, and I'll answer all of them after our Pomodoro sessions. So yeah, so that like I'm not also distracted, because I'm trying to work on two things at the same time, answering questions and also just solving my issues here. So just to make things much easier, I'd say just post everything on the chat, and during my break I'll answer everything for you. So I'll just take 13 skateboards last question, and everything should be fantastic after that. So thank you guys. Well, I just finished high school and really want to start, but kind of lost on where to start. Listen, man. I've been in your shoes before. Graduating and feeling lost is normal. Completely normal, trust me. Millions and millions of people graduate and feel lost, you know what I mean? Millions and millions of people. Matatsi, nice to see you again. Python girly, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I have load shedding right now, so don't mind the setup. You know, I hope it's not too janky for you. But yeah, this is the view we're working with right now. But yeah, so yeah, hey man, listen, 13 skateboards. There's no need to listen. It's normal to feel lost, especially when you're at that age. I'm pretty sure if you just finished high school, you're probably 18, 19, somewhere there. So it's okay to feel lost. But all I can tell you is that if you are interested into going into the IT programming industry, I guess you could call it, the number one thing you have to do, man, is to keep learning all the time. And if you're either If you're either wanting to go to varsity to get a degree, that's fine. Do that. Go get your degree. But don't. The number one tip that I can give you is that don't stop learning inside class. Always continue learning outside of the classroom as well. Because I see this mistake so much. A lot of people go to school thinking that the degree is the only way, and after I get the degree, everything is done. No, that's not true. Reality is you have to always be learning outside of the classroom as well. So don't feel pressured to do anything. If your parents are telling you to do this one thing, if it doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. Some people go to varsity, do things to try and please their parents. That's not right. Your life is your life. You don't want to be doing something miserable for the rest of your life. We acknowledge that you still have to pay bills though. So sometimes how you feel about something doesn't matter. You have to do what's necessary. So, hey man, listen. You'll figure this out. I believe in you, okay? Don't stress too much, okay? Don't stress too much. Eventually things will just figure themselves out. For now, do what feels right to you, okay? Don't worry, man. You'll be good, okay? Cheers, man. You know what I'm slowly realizing about you guys? My subscribers are very, very motivating people. Jeez. You guys, I appreciate you guys so much, man. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are very, very motivating. I'm not gonna lie. Minute I log in, look at that. My Tati, she just comments, and the first comment is, "Love the consistency." That, if anything, what that does is it actually pushes you to be even more consistent. So, which is very amazing. I appreciate the community that I'm building, and I just want this community to be one of the best communities in South Africa, I guess, for this type of space. So yeah, guys, whoever watches this video and gets this far into the video, I appreciate you, okay? I appreciate you. Or whoever's watching right now, actually, I appreciate you. Thank you. That's why it's not working. Do any of you guys actually use tailwinds here? Hello. Mm-hmm. Fellows, um, yeah, I'm finally at that point where I'm fighting the urge to quit versus the urge to continue. Uh, I'm at that point now, but luckily, the time. is about to run out. The seconds left. But what do they say, right? Um, focus ranges in intervals, right? So you have 60 minutes of pure focus, and then that diminishes over time, and then after that you have to reset, right? So at the moment, I'm fighting the urge to have to reset, right? So, but I'm gonna do exactly that, right? I'm gonna reset, of course. So I'm gonna come back with the mind stronger than it was before, and then I'll be fine. Sometimes you have to practice what you preach, right? So right now I have to practice what I preach. That means I have to practice what I preach. I have to reset and fight the urge not to quit and end the stream, because I've been here for how long? 100 and so I'm almost gonna be here. I'm almost hitting 120 mark, so that means I've been here for 2 hours. And yeah, so like Moose Amy understands. AMV, Moose AMV understands. It happens. Exactly, it happens. So I'm gonna take my 5 minutes. My legs are killing me because I went to the gym earlier to do legs, and my legs, I can't even walk properly. I'm limping, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna go grab a quick snack and I'll be back. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Oh. AMV, it's just me and you. My legs are killing me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious to find out AMV at the end of my name. How many hours a day do I work? Okay, work hours. That's like roughly 8 hours roughly. And then personal project hours roughly 2-3 hours. So I'd pretty much say I probably have like a 12-hour work day. Yeah, it ranges around about there. You can't really focus. Why can't you focus, AMV? What's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me. Is it the music? See, I just stopped the music just for you. Just for you, AMV. Just for you. I don't know. Should I just call you Moose? Because AMV sounds a little too long. Maybe tell me your name. What does the A stand for? The personal project is just one project that I'm working on. Um, I guess personal project. I'm actually gonna do a stream about it. Um, as soon as I start sharing. So yeah. So as soon as that's ready, I'll start sharing it with you guys. So stay tuned for that. It's exciting. It's very, very exciting. Don't want to jinx anything for you guys, okay? Um, um, Moose is saying no music works for me actually. That's great because I actually also tend to not work with any music. I prefer silence if anything. Sometimes I like to hear a bit of something on the background. Um, but yeah, okay. We'll keep it silent to cater for those that like silence and see what happens when we work in silence and see what happens when we work with music. Um, you have lots of ideas, but no set plan on what to do. So I'll tell you one thing: choose one idea, or actually, even better, take 30 minutes, write down all of your ideas, and then rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 on how important they are. And then after that, and then after choosing which one is the most important, rating them on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? After that, decide which one is the most important out of them, which one got the highest rating. It's possible that some can get, you maybe have two that got both, that both got like a 9 rating. If they both got a 9, then it boils down to which one is much more interesting, right? So then choose the one that excites you the most out of the two, and then work on that. Maybe just do something simple. Set up, if it's a coding project, of course, set up the code, start setting up your folders, the structure, blah 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 blah, or start designing. You know, start design, or maybe start designing your project, or maybe start jotting down how the project would work, the ideas, etc., etc. So just do that, and that should be something to get you started. And then after you do that, maybe it'll excite you even more, and then you can start working on your project. Okay. So yeah, do that. But don't turn off your music. No. Moose, what's wrong? I'm doing this for you. This is for you. Silence. Silence for the next Pomodoro session, okay? Silence. I'm just gonna do silence for the next Pomodoro session. Let's see what happens to my mind. We're curious to see what happens, okay? Next Pomodoro session, we'll switch off the music. We'll turn on the music, I guess. But for now, let's see what happens with silence. Well, you might, well, yeah. Let's just see what happens with silence. So, yeah. Okay, guys, let's get back to work. Cheers. Yo, Codeplay, that's what happened, man. 404, no audio today. No audio for this session. I mean, I can do some ASMR for you guys. And you just, yeah. But I don't want to torture you with my fan noise, so just silence for now. I guess, yeah, we're just trying to see what happens in silence. But I mean, if you like music, man, if you want to hear some rap music, play some rap on your side, whatever works for you is perfectly fine. What's up, guys? Hey, guys. Um, yeah, so we've officially been streaming for 2.5 hours, I'd assume, somewhere there. Um, but yeah, I'm starving now, and I can't go any further, guys. I guess the main takeaway here is that I worked even though I didn't feel like it. That's the main takeaway for us, you know. I always want us to. The main goal for me every time I record a video, is to at least have somebody get something and take something away from it. I sound tired. Best believe I am tired, man. I am really tired. I'm really, really exhausted. Okay, I'm not really, really exhausted actually. They say you are what you tell your mind, so I'm not gonna say I'm exhausted. Um, but you know what? Um, we can actually stream. I'm probably gonna create a stream either this evening at night at 8 o'clock or somewhere there. If not, our next Code with Me session is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow it might happen earlier, maybe around about the times of 11 a.m. in the morning to around about 1 to 2 p.m. somewhere there. So I hope everybody got the chance to do some work, do a little bit of something, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And thank you guys. So see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.